Good morning, everybody. TGIF. It is Friday. We are 80 days out and about 15 hours, 16 hours from the greatest mayoral election. And the newest gaslighting coming out from the Democratic Party is that President Trump wants to destroy and privatize Social Security. And it's just absolutely insane and incorrect. First things first, I want you to take a look at your paycheck and understand really what Social Security is. Social Security is a forced government pension program. I employ 3 full-time employees in my office, right? I have to pay, in addition to the employment taxes, I have to pay Social Security and make Social Security contributions for them, and I actually have to make it for myself too. I have to contribute from the worker, from the employer's end, we contribute, it's like 6.25%, 6.2%. Then they take out of your paycheck 6.2%. So your 12% of your paycheck, right? 12% is going into a Social Security fund, a future pension fund that you may die and never see, that nobody will ever use, and the returns are 2.4%. 2.4% is your return on your Social Security investment. And listen, I'm not necessarily arguing that everyone should be saving for the future. It's a good concept in theory. Should the government be compelling people to do it? Probably not. But what if we and we can use New York City as the breadbasket here. Why don't just give the employee the option? I'm okay. Still compel the employer as part of the pay package to give a retirement savings additional money of 6.2% to every employee. Let's keep that because I'm already paying it. Let's keep that along and then give the employee themselves the opportunity to invest that money, or they can give it to Social Security. They can put it in private investment, or they can put it in Social Security. Still keep 6.2% that the employee themselves is paying into the government pension system. But what about the money the employer is giving them? Maybe they want to put it back into the company. Maybe they work for a big company like Google or Microsoft, where that 6.2% over 30 years will bring tremendous returns, right? I'm going to tell you, I use a company called Titan. I use a bunch of different companies. I use a gentleman named Joe Petrokowski from Prudential. I use Patrick Gilbride from Edward Jones. And I use a company called Titan. And Jack lives in Brooklyn. And his company, we have a bunch of different portfolios. With his particular company, I've chosen one of their standard, but it's a risky little portfolio. However, over the last since I've been with them, and it's been 8-9 years, they've gotten me 37% on my money. 37% on my money. So even with high inflation and everything else, just keeping my money with Titan has owned me 37%. All of the money, and I've had to contribute max amounts on Social Security. You know what that's going to return for me? 2.4%. That doesn't even make sense. If someone has the option in the market to make 30, forget 30. Jack and Titan have just done an amazing job. Let's just go basic math. Let's say you can get you 15% at Chase Bank, at your local Chase Bank, your local investment guy down in Chase Bank. Why would we take 2.4% if you could get 30%? Make it make sense. Enough of these failed democratic socialist policies that are bankrupting the country. We need to start thinking a little more progressively. We need to start understanding that 6.2% over 30 years on a $50,000 salary is $150,000. And if you compound that out and they made 30% for you over the years, your Social Security payments would triple in retirement. Why would you want to force the government? Why would you want to force your employee to be broke in retirement at 2.4%? Doesn't make sense. November 4th, everybody, please remember, vote Republican, vote for mayor. Curtis Lewa. Let's bring common sense back to government in New York City. Thank you all.